What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Tuesday. You know what it is, Taco Tuesday, Two-Piece Tuesday, August 30th, 2022. On deck for today's show, Coach Mike and I break down the first round of roster cuts by the Lions. And then LL ponders, how many offensive linemen will the Lions carry on the roster into the regular season? But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. I just talked about this dude, man. Oh, there's that theme music. Oh, man, coming to the mic right now, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Big Yak from the Guapo, man. It's my man, LL Coach. What's going on, dude?
What's up, Proud Nation, and good morning.
Man, y'all know who it is, man. It is our resident defensive line coach extraordinaire from Jackson, Michigan. It is who?
This is the happiest day of my life. It's the Wolverine, Coach Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let go.
Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Big day around the NFL today. Tell us what's going on with the Lions today, Curt.
All right, so we're going to break down what has happened with the Lions roster since yesterday. We got a good amount. I won't say a bunch because the roster still needs to go down a bunch more by the end of the day. But we got eight players that were cut from the Lions. These were reported cuts verified by some of our local and national media right here in Detroit and, ESPN or NFL Network. So first up, I'm going to do my four. We're going to break it down, and then we're going to do a little break, and then we're going to do some more with my man, Coach Jones, because he got a special announcement. I don't know what this thing. Oh, man, I look, he's singing that song, Oh, Happy Day. That's what that dude is doing right now. But first up, all right, so this is reported. These guys are reported by some of the media. We got, first up, wide receiver Khalil Pimpleton was reported by reporter Aaron Wilson. Then we have tight end Devin Funchess was released. This is for Jordan Schultz. Dave Burkett was the next guy up. He reported offensive tackle Kendall Lamb. And then Ian Rappaport, you know him from NFL Network. He reported that linebacker Jared Davis was released by the team. Now, let's kind of break this stuff down, man, and get into what's going on with these guys and, why they were released. Khalil Pimpleton, man, that's not a surprise for me. Khalil Pimpleton, man, the dude, he had the drop-itis, man. That dude couldn't catch nothing. He had stone hands. That's, you can't do that being a wide receiver in the NFL, man. And, trying to make your way on a roster, you can't be dropped. He dropped a touchdown on Sunday versus the Steelers. I mean, you can't do that, man. Too many drop passes in the preseason. And then with Kendall Lamb, I know he was a late signing into camp, but I just think it wasn't going to happen for Kendall Lamb. He was a veteran player, but you look at some of the guys he had to get past. He had to get past Matt Nelson and Dan Skipper to make this roster. So neither one of those guys were like too surprising for me just because of the hills they had to climb. It was just one of those things where, you can't be dropping passes, and you have the guys from the offensive line that were ahead of Lamb. It was going to be hard for him. Now, Funchess' injury set him back. That injury he had in Indy. So he was a long shot to make the roster in the first place. But, when you spend time on the shelf and you can't put anything on film and you can't be out there with your teammates and you're already on the bubble, that's going to put you in a bad predicament. And I just think that's what happened with Devin Funchess. I just think that if he was able to go out there and produce the whole camp, I think it would have been better for him, even if at a hybrid player to him to make the roster, but just didn't work out. And then Jared Davis, probably the longest of the long shots to make the roster. I know when we brought him back, people were excited. I'm like, I don't know about this. Yeah. But I don't think he could beat out Derek Barnes. I just don't think Derek Barnes was like, yeah. Derek Barnes, I think he has a chokehold on that middle linebacker. I think they're going to be moving Alex Anzalone to the off-ball linebacker, have him playing more to his strengths out there in coverage. And with the rise of Rodrigo, that mean that Jared Davis's days in Detroit were numbered. It's just the way that Rodrigo played, he's a rookie. He's going to cost you less. And he's just I guess the coaches, he's a ball of energy. He's young, he's coachable, and it's just one of those things where Jared Davis, with those numbers, with those young guys, man, it was one of those things he was going to be the odd man out. Because you look at what he does and what Derek Barnes does, they're similar, but Derek Barnes is better. It just is what it is. Derek Barnes is the better linebacker than Jared Davis.
And younger and cheaper, like you said, too.
Yeah, younger and cheaper. So with those four guys, first four guys that got cut, man, what you got, LL? What do you think on those four guys that got cut? Any surprises to you? Or you like, you expected these guys?
No real surprises. Like I'm not shocked by any of these, but I don't want to say disappointed, but one that I kind of I thought that would probably make the roster was Jared Davis. I don't think he did anything wrong to to not make the roster. I guess just some other guys did right, or just were in the right place, right time, younger, cheaper, whatever it is. I know some of these guys. Some of these guys were waived, and some of the guys were actually cut. Mm-hmm. So I think Khalil Pimpleton, like in my mind, like I kind of had him in my head as like being a practice squad player. I think he was waived. I don't know if we could bring him back, but if he's one of the guys we could bring back, I expect at least out of these sports sport, I expect to see Khalil Pimpleton probably back on the practice squad if possible.
I think I think you're right with that one. What you got, Coach Mike?
Yeah, Jared Davis, he just still the unguided missile. He does play full speed. He just don't know where the hell to go. You know what I'm saying? He just don't know what he hitting. And because of that, he got to be gone. Kendall Lamb, I really don't know much about him, so I know he was gone. Khalil Pimpleton, her hands of stone, I know he was gone. But man, why they gotta do my Rover line like that, man? Why they gotta do bunches like that, man? I know the injury set him back. I think if he doesn't get injured, he makes the practice squad. He makes the roster. He makes the 53-man roster if he don't get hurt and he plays through, man. So I think they're gonna hold on to his number, man. And I think he might get practice squatted, man. Like they, it depending on what the price is and Phil Taylor, I think he might stick around, man. I mean, he in the middle, so
Yeah, you got and with the way the practice squad rules are, you have 6 players that you can have on your practice squad, regardless of experience. You got to have 10 guys that have 2 or less years accumulated as their total seasons in the league, and that could take a while. That's why guys are on practice squads for so long, because it's accumulated for a season. So that means you can how many snaps you play in the year to accumulate, or games you play to accumulate a season. So you look at Tom Kennedy. I mean, he's been around forever. I mean, because he hasn't accumulated that many seasons to be considered a full-time player. So that's why he's been around for so long. So I think you're right. I think Khalil Pimpleton is a guy who can come back for the practice squad. I'm not sure of Lamb, but I think of those guys that we say that got cut, those first 4 guys that got cut, I think Pimpleton is the obvious candidate for the practice squad. All right, man. We're gonna pay some bills right quick, because we're gonna break this thing down into 2 parts today. So the main course is gonna be 2 parts. So first up, hey man, you know what we gotta do, man. It's the Curt Cap switch up, man. And I had to break it down for my West Coast riders, man. And I got to do the blackout cap, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what it is till you get up on this thing. So it's a low crown, 5950 cap. Now, if you don't know what that is, right? A 5950 low crown cap is structured a little different. This is a 5950 high crown cap, right? Y'all remember this cap from the other day, right? This is a 5950 low crown cap, right? It's a little bit shorter height, you know what I'm saying? And for people who got oddly shaped heads like myself, the low crown fits a little bit better. I don't have all this extra hat sitting on top of my head. So I love those caps, man. So this is the blacked out Detroit Lions 5950 fitted cap, man. Those are my favorite. The 5950 low crown cap is my favorite new era cap because it gives it doesn't have all that extra space up there at the top. For me, my head shape odd, so this one fits a little bit better. So, but this is my favorite cap. I can wear it with a lot of stuff because I don't have to match the colors with it. You know what I'm saying? I can just put it on. It's all black, and I can just rock it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to match the Lions colors with what I put on with this thing. So, but that is my 5950 blacked out cap, man. And it's winding down. We got one more cap tomorrow to go, man. So it is winding down. The Curt cap switch up is over tomorrow. One new cap, the last one on the show. And I got some new caps coming, man. I had to get the on the field joints for this year. Them things is fire. And I can't wait to unbox them things, man. Okay. But they will be here in a few days. So once I get them things, I'm going to share them with y'all. But with all that being said, man, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, man. Y'all know what it is right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We are your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. And let's kind of get back into the rest of the main course. I got to give it up to my man, my Mello. Now, he ain't like LL because I don't know if he eats Jello, but he sure do make it because he's a chef. This is my man, Coach Mike, man. Let's go ahead and break down the rest of these roster cuts for the Lions.
Jello ain't bad, man. I eat Jello. I messes with it. Yeah, man. So let's first start off, man, by sadly reported roster cut, man, by Tom Pelissero, Tom Kennedy. Tom Kennedy was everybody's, his favorite. Like everybody, kind of the Detroit darling, as you would say, leading in receptions. But as you know, a lot of guys lead the NFL in receptions is not gonna make the team. So it is what it is, man. Hopefully, I know the Patriots can't wait to get on that. They can't. I bet you Bill sent the private plane for him right now. He gone. Savion Smith, cornerback Savion Smith, that was reported by Dave Burkett. He had his chance. He did have his chance. He had ample opportunity this last preseason game out there, and he started off pretty good. He started off making plays, but then he got burnt. He got burnt a couple times, man, and he battled, man. But I think when you try to make the roster, man, you getting burnt towards the end of the game. That's usually not a good sign because usually ain't nobody from that first or second team playing at the end of the game. So you was getting burnt by threes and people who wouldn't make it. So he had to get the axe. Mark Gilbert, yeah, man. Mark Gilbert really ain't do nothing, man. Mark Gilbert is just like a camp body. But yeah, man. This is about to make me so goddamn happy. That's my G. So I want to tell y'all right now. Going Lord.
Not here, Club Shay Shay. Here, Club Shay Shay.
And look. I had to see because of how he played. I couldn't get nothing expensive. I had to get for what he played. I got a bottle of Amsterdam, and I got a Swisher Sweet.
Man, yeah.
How this man played, and it's so horrible. Tom Pelissero just told me the happiest news of my life. He reported that Tim Boyle was cut. Oh my God, this man is so trash. I mean, I know people are like, oh, why you hate Tim Boyle so much? And people are like, oh, he probably gonna make the roster over David Blau. What the hell he ain't? And I'm gonna tell you why he ain't. Because in his season last year, I'm gonna just state last year, 526 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with a QBR of 26.4. What the hell? Yeah, what in the hell? And then the thing is, his QBR was even lower this year. So with all that being said, Tim Boyle, you got to go, brother. Get the hell on out of here. Hey, and when you see me in the street, what you say?
Don't say nothing.
Don't say shit to me. Lord, what y'all got to say about this, man?
Yeah, Kennedy was a little bit of a shock, man. But he wasn't because of how deep the wide receiver room is this year. If you look at last year, they probably would have held on to him last year. This year, they're like, we got no room for you, bro. We love you, but we ain't got no room for you. And I see all these people it's a mistake to cut Kennedy. Nah, man, you got to look at the wide receiver room and the depth that we have at the wide receiver position in Detroit right now. And you got to look, the guy that we have on the roster won't even be playing for the first 4 weeks of the season, first 4 or 5 weeks. So when that dude come back, it's going to get even deeper because they're going to have to cut somebody else. So you look at that, that's why he was the odd man out. I think Savion Smith did enough earlier, but like you said, in that final game, man, because they spoke highly of him before the Pittsburgh game. You look at what Aubrey Pleasant said about him before that game. I would have thought that he made the roster, but like you said, when you getting burned by the guys that's not going to even make the Pittsburgh roster, that's going to punch your ticket out of town for real. Mark Gilbert.
Bye.
Mark Gilbert on the way out the door, man. Snatch your boy Cedric Boswell up. And snatch your boy up, man. Y'all ride. I know y'all ride together sometime. Y'all carpool. Go ahead and pick your boy Cedric Boswell up on the way out the door. And in the immortal words of my man, Russell Simmons, for my man Tim Boyle. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. What you got, LL?
Tom Kennedy, just like you guys said, I don't necessarily think it was a shock. I kind of expected it, but I kind of, if he's one of the people that's eligible, I expect to see him back on the practice squad. And I think we might see Savion Smith back on the practice squad too. I could be dead wrong, but I think because like y'all said, he didn't necessarily show the best, but he wasn't the worst. Like he put some good stuff on tape a little bit, So maybe they might see something they like. Mark Gilbert, he got his shot, and of course everybody. Well, y'all's friend Tim Boyle. I think this was a day that was expected by a few people, so he's finally gone. And whatever, get on out the door. We don't even need you, bro.
Yeah.
We'll have a new backup quarterback next year anyway. So Blau will be gone soon too. So, but like I said, Tom Kennedy Kennedy and Savion Smith. I'm expecting to see back here.
Yeah. Now there is a rumor. There is a rumor from Adam Johnson. He is ESPN NFL insider. He is reporting that there's going to be another quarterback cut in Detroit today. He's saying that both of the Lions are going to move on from both backup quarterbacks. So just stay tuned. We're not reporting it right here. We're not reporting it because right now it's just a rumor. So don't get your panties in a bunch right now with us right here on this show.
Who's going to play backup quarterback? Mark Brunell?
They're talking about bringing in somebody else. So you never know who's going to be on the waiver wire. On the waiver, it may be a trade, or you never know who's going to be on. You know what I'm saying? They might be shooting for somebody else, so it may be a trade with someone to another guy. But looking at that, it's just a rumor right now that both quarterbacks will be released in Detroit, backup quarterbacks. So what you have something, Coach Mike? What you got?
Yeah, the thing is, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're really sealed it for Tim Boyle. It wasn't even how horrible he's played the whole time in his whole tenure in Detroit. It wasn't even that. It was the final. Now, roster cuts is coming up, and you go 5 for 15, man.
Yeah,
5 for 15. I could go 5 for 15 right now. Not in shape, nothing. I could throw to NFL receivers and complete 5 for 15 passes. I'm telling you right now, I could complete 5 dump offs. I complete 5 dump offs to what's his name, Justin Jackson, right now, today. So yeah, he can't make this dog.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's time to discuss the topic for today, man. Before we do all that, man. Hey, if you haven't done so already, you keep coming back. So why wouldn't you? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Click the subscribe button, man, and become a part of the Prowl Nation family right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. You know how we get down. Ring the notification bell so you know you're getting fresh content from us right here. Now, that family discussion topic for today is, what are your thoughts on these cuts, man? Any surprises for you on this were surprised? Did any of them, like, you say, hey man, I didn't think this guy was going to get cut? So let us know. Did you have any surprise players that got cut by the Lions? Let us know in the comments of the video. We know you're going to do it in live chat, but we're talking about in the comment section, because we can get you on this show in the comment cards, man. We love to hear from you because we're fans just like you guys. So let us know what you think about the show or what about the team. So let us know what you think. Did any players that got cut were a surprise to you? So, but it's time for us to keep the show moving, man. And I got to kick it to the man. Ooh, man, that big time player from the Himalayas, man. The smoke is clearing through the mountains. It's time for Big Huggy Bear himself to step to the mic and tell us what's going on with his news and rumors topic for today.
Well, my news and rumors topic on this $2 Tuesday, 2-piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever the hell else y'all got going on in your local area. But and of course support local. But I was just thinking over the weekend. I remember we was talking football, and how the run game looked when we used six-man offensive line. Mm-hmm. Right. And I was thinking I'll share a moment of transparency. I kind of forgot Matt Nelson was on the roster. I hadn't heard nothing about him. So I didn't know if he was on our roster, but he is. So that'll probably be the answer to this. But what I want to look at not necessarily how many offensive linemen we're going to keep, but if we'll use, we can look at that too. How many offensive linemen we'll keep. Mm-hmm. And if we use those 6-man offensive line sets again, who's going to be that 6-man? Currently, let's see here. Currently on our roster, we got a bunch of offensive linemen, but we got the the normal starting line. Not gonna go over that and waste time. But a couple of guys that'll probably be our extra tackles if they end up making the team would be Matt Nelson and Dan Skipper. I know y'all say Dan Skipper is gonna be around here for a while, so maybe he'll be those guys. These two guys are pretty big. Matt Nelson goes 6'7". Dan Skipper goes 6'9". So, these are some good pieces to move around, big bodies, to put in somebody's way. So if we end up adding these two, or if we end up carrying these guys, that'll make at least 7 offensive linemen. But I guess it's the really quick, out of these two, if we use those 6-man offensive lines again in the run game, because our run game really did transform once we did that, or it looked really good when we did that. Out of those two guys, who do you think we're going to use as our 6 offensive linemen in those run sets?
Yeah, I think it will be Matt Nelson. I think Matt Nelson's our swing tackle. I don't think it's even close between him and Dan Skipper. I don't even think Dan Skipper makes this roster. I think he's a practice squad player. He's been a perennial practice squad player his whole career. The only time he comes up when there's injuries and stuff like that, but I don't think he makes this roster. I think we carry the 8 man on this offensive line. I think the other 2 guys besides Matt Nelson is Evan Brown, the backup center, and Tommy Kramer, the backup guard. So you have that Matt Nelson. He works well in the run game. He's more fluid. He's more athletic. Dan Skipper, big as he is, man, Dan Skipper, he is not one of those guys that he's not the backup swing tackle. It's Matt Nelson, hands down. Being coached up by Hank Fraley. If you look at the transformation from the defensive line to the offensive line for Matt Nelson, he has his athletic ability is just far beyond of what a Dan Skipper would give you. No, Skipper hasn't played offensive line his whole career, but you look at what Hank Fraley transformed Matt Nelson into, and how he affected the run game. You saw that Pittsburgh game last year in the regular season. What happened when Matt Nelson went out? And yeah, it's just Matt Nelson is the obvious answer for me. What you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, it's definitely Matt Nelson. Yeah, by far Matt Nelson. But I think they're gonna keep 9 offensive line. I think they're going to keep Matt Nelson, Evan Brown, Tommy Kramer, and Logan Stenberg, because Logan Stenberg was out there pancaking people. I don't know if y'all was paying attention last game, but he was putting people on their back.
He was. They
said his name a few times, too. They called his name a few times.
Yeah, so I think Logan Stenberg makes his roster as well. I think they keep 9 offensive linemen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think with the cutting of you think that extra spot is from the quarterback? It brings in an extra offensive lineman.
Yes, I do. Yes,
okay.
I do.
Or
Thank you,
Logan Stenberg. Or Logan Stenberg is going to also be a backup quarterback, but we'll see.
Man, but you know what though? And I look at this roster, and I almost put, to be honest with you, I almost put Stenberg in front of Kramer, but I was like, nah. But the way Stenberg played in the preseason, he definitely his stock has risen for the Lions. Yeah, because we were down on him. I mean, we were like, "Where's Mr. Nasty from Kentucky?" Because this all we heard was Mr. Nasty, Mr. Nasty, and he was Mr. Soft Serve Ice Cream for a while. So
Mr. Hurt.
he had to get his Pilates on, man, to stretch his back out.
Yeah, he got to get them. He finally could bend his knees to make some plays on the offensive line, man. That's what's going on with that dude, man. Hey, man, if you know what to do, if you like the video, man, like the video. Comment on the video, share the video with your homies, man. Like my man Coach Mike be talking about, man, go ahead and have a watch party on all your laptops, your tablets, your mobile devices, everything. You know what I'm saying? Cell phones, you know what I'm saying? Blackberry, Blueberries, whatever you got. Go ahead, watch it with your homies, man, right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo ho! For Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Let's go ahead and do my favorite thing, man. We're going to zip our lip and see what you had to say about yesterday's show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. My man, first up is Michael Huck, Mr. Reliable, man. You know he's a gold member. The best part of preseason for me is watching the players battling it out for a position on the team. I was not impressed, though, with the backup quarterback position. Neither were we. This wasn't a battle for a job, but seemed like to be a race toward the bottom. Damn.
Yeah.
Praying Golf stays healthy. You know what? I'm praying that dude stays healthy too, my dude. What you got, LL?
I attended 757. So we can have an edit point. 757 repping 313, new to the comment card. What up, though? Says I attended the game traveling 8 hours from Chesapeake, Virginia. It was great to go to my first Lions game for my birthday, and it was a little embarrassing being surrounded by the black and gold. I am surprised. I am impressed with the backup quarterbacks I'm not impressed with the backup quarterbacks and didn't see enough hustling from our secondary. My apologies on that 757 repping 313, but thanks for the comment.
I caveat that opinion. George Eagle says, congratulations on the win, Coach. Thank you very much. He says, I like the improvement the defense showed, and I did too. We stopped the run. I don't know if that's going to be, moving forward into the season, but we definitely had a good group stopping that run game this preseason, man. So hopefully it continues.
Okay. Next up, we got my man Carl Easterly in the building. Says, oh, one more thing. Curt, my man, my mellow. Love the old school roots track you always laying down. Keep it cool like an ice brick, man. So all I can say is proceed and continue to rock the mic. Hey, man, you know what it is. Hey, man, I got to do it for the culture, baby. You got LL.
Curt gonna have a mixtape coming out at the end of the summer. Geo Raider says, straight and simple, flags. Quarterback 2, no winners. Defense potentially underestimated. Blau showed some fight with the improvisation. I did ask about changing the play in LNU on the horrible screen pass. I wanted to see if Boyle would diagnose the D and show some fight and command the O. Boyle, thus it is what it is. On to Philly.
Yeah, you know what?
I like that. I agree with everything you said there.
You know what? I talked about that in the I was like, dude, how can you not see that defense lined up and check out of that play? Like, that's horrible decision making as a quarterback, man. And you're getting you're getting a chance to start, so and make your way onto the QB2 position, and you can't diagnose a defense and check out of a play. Come on, man. Got to be better than that.
Going 5 or 15. If you don't cut that shit out, Bruce says, last preseason game was brutal. QB2 not on the roster yet. Defense stepped up in a big way. You know what? QB2 might not be on the roster. Mike White had a very good preseason game for the Jets. I think he completed something like 14 to 17 passes. PJ Walker is still out there. Mason Rudolph is still out there. It's a couple guys that are still out there, man.
Yeah.
So hey, whoever, man, just come on down to Detroit, man, and hey, we'll hook you up.
Yeah, because if you look at it, and there's going to be some guys out on the waiver wire. There's going to be some guys that probably didn't get cut yet. The Lions can maybe trade for by today at the trade at the roster deadline. So, stay tuned. We'll have some more news tomorrow, and we'll integrate that in our Hard Knocks recaps for tomorrow's show. So make sure you come on back and check us out right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yeah, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. And now it's time for everyone else's favorite segment. I don't know. Grand 012, man, he always be bigging up this segment, man. It's the Dessert with your man, Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Man, go on over to the link in the description below, man, and get yourself some Delightful Bites cookies, man. Hey, we got to do some gear, man, because we haven't really paid all the bills quite yet. So let's go ahead and do that thing now. If you want to get yourself some Lions gear, click the link for fanatics.com in the description below, man. Get yourself some Lions gear over there. That's where I get all my nice, straight fitteds and all that stuff. My Lions gear come from fanatics.com. So click the link in the description below. If you want to get yourself some LNU gear, man, go over to lnushop.com and, hang out with us on Lions Nation Unite, man. It's your ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. You can watch your favorite content creators right there in the app. You can watch this show right there in the app. So go ahead. And if you want to do it on your web browser, go over to lionsnationunite.com. Then, if you wanted to get some more, the article I wrote is finally up over on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com, man. It's all about my man, Michael Banks, man, and his induction into the Ford Hall of Fans. So go check it out, man. It's got pictures over there, and it's got his story of how he went from a super fan into the Hall of Fans. So go ahead and check it out. It's right there in Canton, man. So I'm going to have to take that trip and go check my man out in the Hall of Fame down there in Canton, Ohio. Man, one of our own, a Lions fan, is right there in the Hall of Fame. So go check that thing out, man. Great story. Quick read. Take you about 3 minutes. And while you're over there on DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com, go ahead and click the link for Detroit Lions on the Prowl shop.com, lionsontheprowlshop.com. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear, man, and rock with us right here. Thank you for supporting us right here. So back to the dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Man, now I know we had some fun today talking about, guys that got cut and, saying deuces to you and all that good stuff, man. But around the league, man, I want to say something about this, right? As much as we say this, people, saying getting cut, they are losing jobs, man. And it's never fun to get fired. You know what I'm saying? It's never fun to get fired. As much as we don't want them on Detroit, they are losing, jobs. And then you have some people, right, that getting cut the next day or so, their football dreams are over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a guy that would never play it down in another league. They'll never play in the USFL. They'll never play in the CFL. Their dreams are over. So I want to say this to you guys, man. Good luck to you on your next venture in life, man. And I would never wish ill will, but sometimes, things aren't for people. I was in the military. Everyone's not built to serve in the military. They do a year or 2 years. Some people can't even make it through basic training. So it happens, but good luck to you all on your next journey in your life. With all that being said, man, let's go ahead and take a quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up in the bronze members, we got my man George Eagle in the building. Sage Roberts, Shano, the Insano, Dan Spanos rounds out our bronze members. In the silver members, we got my man Cap Ice Cold, man. He hung out yesterday in the live chat doing the show, man. Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes, and all that. And the Batman of the 313. For our gold members, we got my man North End Ken. He be killing out there on the roadways, man. My man North End Ken is a good dude, man. Thank you for being a gold member. Michael Hutt, Mr. Reliable himself, is usually in the building, unless he's on the road. The jazzy one, Paul Jarose, Dominic Davis. Out there in Utah, we got the Tornado and the Lady Lionel of Douche Baggia, man. Rounds out our gold members. If you haven't checked it out already, go over to Micro Mike's page in Chat Sports and see Lady Lionel of Douche Baggia on his show the other day, man. She held it down. Gave some great takes, man. So go ahead and support your gold member over there on Micro Mike's channel. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show. My man, my mellow, get on the mic because you know you eat orange jello because he said that orange is his favorite flavor. LL, what you got? Final thoughts for today's show.
Final thoughts on this Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Have a great day. Find yourself some tacos or 2 pieces today. Maybe even the dollar conies if you got them. And let's see what's happening on Hard Knocks tonight. Hard Knocks Tuesday. Let's go.
Yeah, man. What you got, Coach Jones?
Man, like I said, piggyback off of LL, man. Hard Knocks comes on tonight. I can't wait. Hopefully they got, some of those roster cuts in there and you get the reactions and that give you that real feel that, that of how a player really feels when they get that pink slip, man. That's not something that you want to see, but it is very interesting for TV, man, for us to go inside Hard Knocks, inside that camp and really see how it feels, man. But hey, man, y'all have a good day today.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's 2-Piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever you eating on Tuesday, man. Thank you for hanging out, eat your lunch with us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. And I wasn't kidding, man. With the people getting fired, man, losing their jobs, man, it's never fun. But like I said, man, it ain't for everybody. So sometimes you got to take that with a grain of salt, man. But if the guys who can move on and play in different teams or play in different leagues, man, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't think he was gonna run up to Canada and play in the CFL. Chad Johnson got a message for you. He said, "Don't think you can go up there. Them guys that they ain't no chumps. They good, man. They just playing a different league. So they are professionals, man. And you can't go up there just think you're gonna go out there and just take somebody's roster spot. It ain't gonna happen. So with that being said, man, it's a great day right here in the Detroit Lions and the Prowl, man. If you're a middle-aged guy like me, take yourself a nap and get ready for Hard Knocks tonight, man, because it's gonna be on and popping, baby. All right. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, I know you had at least 2 emails or Slack messages that you had, man, and you were like, I'm good with this because I'm damn sure I didn't glad to have a meeting about this. So if you feel yourself being overwhelmed at work, man, go ahead, take a step back, man, take a deep breath, gather yourself and get back at it, man. If you need help, man, ask a coworker, ask supervisor, ask somebody for some help, man, because asking for help is a sign of strength and not weakness, man. So go ahead and get this napkin, man. Get those crumbs off your face from the 2-piece or the tacos or whatever you had, the dollar conies. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.